Hi everybody, welcome to my platform. This is Chamba Jacob. All right, so we've got this question right here. It came in 2021. So this is transformation. Looking at how the question looks, let me read it. A point C is mapped onto a point C complement negative 2, 3 by a single transformation whose matrix is 1, negative 2, 0, 1. First question, find the coordinates of the point C. So to find the coordinates of the point C, we are going to do this. We shall say point C, okay? This point C is equal to x comma y. We don't know the coordinates at point C, so we shall just say this is x comma y. We have the coordinates, which are negative 2, 3. Okay? So the other thing that we need to get, it's the matrix. And that is 1, negative 2, 0, and 1. So we've got three things. Therefore, it will be easier for us to find the value of x and y. So in order for us to find the value of x and y, we're going to multiply this matrix by point C is equal to the complement. So what is happening here is that when you multiply a matrix by this point, it will give you the other point, which is this one. So let me show you what I'm talking about. This is 1, negative 2, 0, and the 1 there, okay? So we multiply by the point C. So for the point C here, we're going to write it in a column form. This is a column form, and we say equal to the C complement, which is a negative 2 and 3, like that. So we can now work out things. We shall say 1 times x, it's x. Negative 2 times y, it's negative 2y, which is equal to negative 2. We come to this row right here. 0 times x, it will be 0, plus 1 times y, it will be a y, which is equal to a 3, like that. Okay. So now here we can say this is equation 1 and this is equation 2. So we solve them simultaneously. So we're going to say y is equal to a 3, since this is a 0. So the value of y is equal to what? 3. We found one solution there. The other value, or the value of x now, will be, we get x plus 2y is equal to negative 2. We get the other equation. And in the other equation, where there is y, we're going to substitute a 3. It will be x minus 2. A 3 here is equal to negative 2. We simplify, this will be x minus a 6, which is equal to negative 2. So this will simply be x is equal to negative 2 plus a 6. The value of x is equal to a 4. So we've gotten the value of x, the value of y too. So this is x and the y is right here. The question here, we want to find the value of x and y. We can therefore say point C is equal to 4, 3. These are the coordinates, 4, 3. So that's it. Let's check out the next question. The next question here reads, describe fully the transformation represented by the matrix above. Okay, so we know the matrix looks like this. 1, negative 2, 0, and 1. So now looking at this matrix, we can tell that this is what? This is shear. It's shear. So the formula, or the way the matrix for shear looks like, it's supposed to have a 1 here, a 1 here, major diagonal, and then it will have a number here. If there is a number here, meaning here there will be a 0. If there is a number here, here there will be a 0, like it is. So we're going to say this is our k, and then a 0. So this is a shear factor. We call it shear factor, okay? So we're going to say this is a shear. We're describing shear, okay? And then the shear factor is -2, this number which is here, and the invariant line is x-axis. So this is how you get to describe this, okay? And how did I know that the invariant line is x-axis? Because it's right here. This is where I've got a number, okay? So meaning it's x-axis. If it was here, the invariant line would have been y-axis if the 0 is here, okay? So that's how you answer this question. Let's check out the next question. For the next question here, they are saying triangle PQR with vertices P 2, 2, Q 2, 0, and R 0, 1 is mapped onto triangle P prime, Q prime, R prime, whose vertices are P prime -4, 2, Q prime -4, 0, and R prime 0, 1. Find the matrix which represents this transformation. So when finding the matrix, what we normally do on this topic, just keep this in your mind. You come up with the matrix, you write it like this, okay? And then just put the letters A, B, C, and D, okay? That's the first thing you need to. Now, after coming up with these letters, you're going to get or to find the value of A, the value of B, the value of C, and the value of D. And in order for us to find this, we're going to multiply this matrix by the first entries. Now, listen when picking the entries here. Okay, let me do this. Equal to, I'm going to put another matrix here. So when picking, so if I pick this P, I'll write it in a column form like that. Meaning even here, I'll pick the P prime corresponding. So this point is corresponding to this point. So if I put like this, I should come and put this one right here. And then I've got options. If I want, I can go with this or this. I'll go with this. I'll put a 2, 0. Where's our Q prime? It's right here. So it will be -4 and a 0, just like that. And when you do this, we now start multiplying. A times 2, that is a 2A. B times 2, it's a 2B. This will be equal to -4. So let me show you again. When multiplying this row by the column will be equal to this. Again, the same row by the column, it will be equal to this. So when picking here, you see this is the first what? First column, meaning pick the first entry. For the second column, pick the second entry. So it will now be A times 2, that is a 2A, plus B times 0, it will be 0, is equal to the second entry, which is equal to -4. We're done with this. We now come to this. It will go with this, this, with this. So C times 2, it's a 2C, plus D times 2, that's a 2D, which is equal to a 2. You see, this one by this, it will give us this. This one by this, it will give us that one. So this one by this, it will be a 2C, this times this, 2C, this times this, it will give us a 0, which is equal to a 0. So if you can see, we've got some tenuous equations to work with. Okay, so let's do this. I'll solve this. It will be 2A is equal to -4, divide by 2 by 2. This and this will go. The value of A will be equal to -2. That's my A. So if you're wondering what I've done here, I know there's a 0 here, so I just said that 2a, which is this one, is equal to negative 4. Divide by a 2. I'll remain with a negative 2. We come to the value of b. So for the value of b, I'll get this other equation. So here I'm going to say 2a plus 2b is equal to negative 4. Now I'm solving for b. I'll get this, put it where a is. That is a 2, negative 2 plus a 2b is equal to negative 4. Multiply, you're getting a negative 4 plus 2b is equal to negative 4. Then here, it will be 2b is equal to negative 4 plus a 4 when 4 comes this side. So it will be 2b is equal to a 0, meaning the value of b, when you divide by 2, it will simply be equal to a 0. Okay? So we're done. A and b have been found. We now find the value of c and d. So for c and d, let me cut like this. For c and d, we're going to say 2c is equal to 0. There is a 0 here. Divide by 2, this and this will go. C will be equal to a 0. So found c. We pick now this other equation, that is a 2c plus 2d is equal to a 2. Where there is c, we substitute a 0. It will be a 2 multiplied by 0 plus 2d is equal to a 2. So this will go, we'll remain with a 2d is equal to a 2. Divide by 2, this and this will go. The value of d will be equal to a 1. Now look at this. I've found what I wanted. If you can see my matrix here, this is how it looks. My A, I've found B, C, and D. So let me write it here. It looks like this: A, B, C, and D. So I can say this is simply equal to, what is my A? My A is negative 2. So I'll write this as negative 2. My B is a 0. I'll write a 0 here. My C is a 0. It will be right here. And my D is a 1. So this is the matrix we're looking for. Okay. We now come to the next question. So for the next question here, they're saying, hence describe fully the transformation. So in describing this, just looking at the way the matrix looks, this is stretch. Stretch looks like enlargement. Enlargement, you have the same numbers here on the major diagonal, but for stretch, it will be different numbers. So there will be a 1 and a different number right here. So this is stretch. And please remember that stretch will have zeros here. Let me show you the way the matrix looks. It can either have a k here, that's our stretch factor. And then if the stretch factor is here, there will be a 1 here, and there a 0, 0 here. That's how it looks. Okay. So we shall say stretch, and then stretch factor will be equal to, or is, negative a 2, which is here, and the invariant line is y-axis. So this is how it's supposed to be. Let's check out the next question and see what we're supposed to do on the next question, which tend to be our last question. So for this question, they're saying F is a transformation represented by the matrix. This is a matrix. The images of A 2,2 and B negative 2,4 under F are A prime 5,5 and B prime negative 5,10 respectively. Find K. So to answer the last question here, we're going to say, since we know that this is enlargement, we've got the same number here or same entry here in the major diagonal. So we're going to say K, which is a scale factor, is equal to n point we can say OA prime over OA. So what is our OA prime? It's this one. So we shall say 5. 5 over a 2. So just pick the x-axis here over the x-axis right here. And this is our scale, or the value of k, which is a 5 over a 2 right over here. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to share and subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you really want more help, you can get in touch with us on this number right over here. We offer online tuitions. Thank you and bye-bye.